Our mission as educators is to help you grow, explore, and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation and academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
At Encova Insurance, we encircle you with insurance solutions you can trust. We provide coverage to protect what you care about. Business insurance, including workers' compensation, auto, home, and life insurance. What makes us unique? Our superior financial strength, smart technology, a one-stop shop for custom-tailored solutions, Encova 360, our approach to workers' compensation, and local decision-making. We are Encova Insurance.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the University of Charleston, where we are getting set for match number 2 of the Mountain East Conference Championships here today. Chris Kidd with you, with Brian Shepard, our engineer, as we have a matchup of the Northern 1 seed against the Southern 4 seed, as Wheeling gets set to take on Glenville State here in the second matchup, as the winner of this will take on West Liberty, who knocked off West Virginia State 3-0 earlier this morning. Again, we thought that was going to be a tight matchup, but West Liberty, after winning a very tight first set, 26-24, came out and routed West Virginia State in sets 2 and 3. Following that, 25-16 and 25-13. So they now await the winner of this matchup in the semifinals tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. here from Charleston, West Virginia. And this is an intriguing matchup on both sides. You come in and you look at it, it looks like a complete mismatch on paper, as Wheeling enters the contest 23-7 on the season, 15-1 in the conference. The only conference loss they suffered was to Charleston on October 11th, losing 3-1. On the other side, Glenville State comes in at 16-16, 5-11 in conference play. As they started the season, Glenville State did 8-3, but have gone 8-13 since then, and ended up losing 6 in a row from October 14th to October 28th, but won their last 2 regular season matches in order to help ensure their spot in this tournament. Again, they lost the only meeting they had against Wheeling this season, 3-0 back on October 8th. But this was a Glenville State team that is making their first appearance in the MEC tournament in program history, and this is also the best season for Glenville State in 22 years, going back all the way to the year 2000, as this is the first time they've reached the 500 mark for the first time since the year 2000. So it's been a great season for Coach Kevin John and his girls, now trying to pull off the big upset today against this Wheeling ball club. And Wheeling has been on the exact opposite trajectory of Glenville State here coming into this tournament, as they have won 9 in a row since their loss to Charleston. And this is a team that started, Wheeling did 2-6 on the season, obviously playing a very difficult schedule out of the gate, but they've won 21 of their last 22 ever since that opening start to the year, as they have just been red hot coming into this tournament this season. One of the big matchups, though, in this game here today will be the serving side, because Wheeling is not a big ace team. Again, they've only had 108 aces on the season, but they only allowed 118 aces on the year. They only committed 68 errors off of their serve during the year. to their opponent's 131. But on the other side, you look at Glenville State, they've been very reliant on their serves this season, as they've had 273 aces to their opponent's 221 on the year. They led the conference in aces, and they were second in the nation overall in aces this year. So the serving of Glenville State has been the big catalyst for them coming into this match. But Willing, such a good team at digging, getting balls out, forcing the opponents to continue to work during the year. Again, they don't commit very many errors either. Does this Willing club. Only 404 errors to their opponent's 667 on the season. And that is in due part to just the extra work they force their opponents to do. On the other hand, you look at Glenville State, they've had 700 errors on the season, which is very high in the conference. And even off of their serves, where Glenville State has been dominant, they've had 348 errors that they've committed to their opponent's 222 off the serve. So again, it's going to be an interesting matchup as far as serving goes here today. And can Glenville State get hot and be able to hang in this matchup and put a little pressure on Willing here this afternoon, with Willing being the heavy favorites coming into this second matchup today. Well, again, we're getting set now for the player introductions down on the court, as Glenville State already lined up, Willing getting set to get lined up. So we're going to take it down to the floor here now and listen in to the pregame introductions here from the University of Charleston for our second game here in the Mountain East Conference Championships.
Pioneers, and the number 1 seed in the North, the Wheeling University Cardinals. Before we meet both teams, the Mountain East Conference and Commissioner Reed Davis would like to take this opportunity to recognize members of the All-Mountain East Conference first team, which was announced yesterday. From Wheeling University, a first team All-MEC middle hitter, Arlanda Watkins. Another first team all-conference middle hitter, Maddie Winters. And a first team all-MEC setter and the 2022 Mountain East Conference Player of the Year, Carly Neeson. Cardinals were also the 2022 MEC North Division champions with a conference record of 15-1. At this time, will the Wheeling Captains please come forward to accept the Division I championship trophy. Glenville State Pioneers, who come into today's match with a record of 16 wins and 16 losses. My apologies. Number 1 for Glenville State Volleyball, Sarah Mazzaferro. Number 5, Sophie Schifferly. Number 6, Lauren Olenek. Number 9, Taylin Johnson. Number 10, Sydney Goodrich. Number 12, Madison Shepard. Number 16, Rita Kelly. Number 20, Mallory Ross. Number 21, Mackenzie Reynolds. Number 25, Marissa Powell. Number 26, Kylie Williams. Number 29, Haley Hendershot. And number 32, Morgan Stevenson. And now for the starters. Number 3, Lindsay Winkler. Number 7, Kasha Ideala. Number 13, Halen Alden. Number 17, Melena Funk. Number 18, Sarah Granger. Number 23, Zoe Schmidt. And number 33, Brianne Tustin. The head coach for the Glenville State Pioneers is Kevin John, and Ren Hubble and Dana John are the assistant coaches. All right, now for the Wheeling Cardinals. The Wheeling Cardinals will come into today's match with a fantastic record of 23 wins and 7 losses. Number 1, Allison Cunningham. Number 3, Marlise Wendler. Number 4, Cameron Zinn. Number 6, Lexi Smith. Number 10, Barrett Jones. Number 11, Avery Benson. Number 12, Cassidy Wiley. Number 13, Shyla Pate. Number 14, Lindsay James. Number 15, number 15, Reagan Rossi. Number 17, Shelby James. Number 21, Allie Finch. Number 23, Lexi Reinhardt. And now for the starters. Number 2, Riley Kendall. Number 7, Jordan West. Number 8, Carly Neeson. Number 9, Tyler Yeomans. Number 19, Malia Morrell. Number 22, Maddie Winters. And number 25, Alonda Watkins. The team is coached by the one and only Christy Benner and assisted by Matt Benner.
Back in 60 seconds as you're watching with us live right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
At Encova Insurance, we encircle you with insurance solutions you can trust. We provide coverage to protect what you care about. Business insurance, including workers' compensation, auto, home, and life insurance. What makes us unique? Our superior financial strength, smart technology, a one-stop shop for custom-tailored solutions. Encova 360, our approach to workers' compensation and local decision-making. We are Encova Insurance.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
We are set to go here from the University of Charleston as Glenville State will serve first. Again, coming in 16-16, Wheeling 23-7, a spot in the semifinals up for grabs here today against West Liberty tomorrow night as serve goes into play from Tustin. Here comes Wheeling on the offensive as that ball off the hands of Glenville State and put away to get things started as Alonda Watkins, who had 325 kills on the season, gets her first of the match. So now back to serve. It'll be Riley Kendall. Put the ball into play. Nice dig that time by the Pioneers over far side. Kill attempt blocked at the net. Now here comes Willing back the other way. Kendall's little tip saved into play. Now put away. Actually, that Tyla Yeomans, who has been outstanding throughout the season, led the team with 382 kills on the season. As you see it here on our replay, again, nice job just getting it over the top there first, setting herself up for that return kill. Now here set up, nicely done right at the net by Glenville State as they get on the board for the first time today, as that put away by Kasha Niederlaw, who has been outstanding this season. 399 kills on the year, leads the team for Glenville State. Now the Pioneers set to serve here, trailing 2-1 as serve into play from Halden. Now over far side, and there's a big smash right down the line as Yeomans puts it away for another kill. Here on our instant replay, again, nice setup far side. You see how she's just able to squeeze that down the line as Schifferle was in good position that time for Glenville State. Yeomans just too quick on the put away. Is short serve that time by Watkins. Now a dig here by Willing, looking to take a 3-point lead, and they will do so as they set up Yeomans once again on that far side. As you see it here on our net cam, again, a great look to see the athleticism of these young ladies here today and throughout this tournament. Now Glenville State just having to work this back over the net. Serving over far side this time. Nice touch at the net. Saved over, though, as they get it over far side for Yeoman. She's blocked and right down the line. Point for Glenville State. And again, star against star here in the early going as Niederlaw able to get her hands on it, as there you see that put away from Yeomans a moment ago. Now the score 4-2 in favor of Glenville State, or Willing here in the early going. Glenville State to serve as Niederla, strong serve to the back line. They work it up ahead. That one blocked up at net. Still chance here for Willing. You go back over to Yeomans. This one blocked back up towards net, serving it over far side, low set. Able to get that ball over the net, however. Now they give it back over to Yeomans. She'll get it back into the air for Niederla. Now far side, kill attempt put away. Nicely done by Glenville State. And Zoe Schmidt, with 112 kills on the season, gets one here to close the gap to 1. Now Niederla leads the team in aces as well. She had 66 aces on the season. That's his third in the conference overall, and there's a big service ace right there to even things up at 4 apiece. And Niederla was also third in the conference in points scored this year. So she is the big catalyst for Glenville State this afternoon. There's another strong serve, able to get dug out. Tough play, though, had a lot of spin on it. Now Glenville State set up with an opportunity here. Goes far side, kill is put away. Glenville State with the last 4 points as Schmidt gets her second kill of the afternoon. You see it here on our net cam once again. Again, just overpowering Willing up at the net that time. Now Niederla goes for another serve. Gets one in deep on the right side. Set it up for Yeomans, and she'll smash it away. She's got 3 kills now in the early going, and we're all even at 5 apiece. Now that'll send Niederla to get a breather on the Glenville State bench. Willing will serve it into play. They work it up ahead over far side. Little touch over the net. Nice dig that time. Now back to the near side for Yeoman. She's blocked. Able to save it, though, as Willing as they get it over far side. This one will be touched to the back line nearly. Now back over. It's a little touch attempt this time, but we'll get a whistle. And an infraction going to be into the net on Willing that time. And Glenville State will take a 6-5 edge. Checking in will be Rita Kelly for the Pioneers. She's a 6'3" freshman. That's a nice serve into the center that time, and that'll be an ace. Again, we talked about the serving strength of this Glenville State club at the start of the broadcast. Sarah Granger that time, the junior, able to put that one right off the hands. of Willing. She'll go after same spot again, this time able to block it into the air. Yeoman's big smash, but it's dug out that time. Now over near side. Going to be a tough play, just having to get it back over. Now an opportunity for Willing here. Yeoman's goes after another. This one blocked up at net. Now here comes a chance near side as that one blocked high into the air, saved by Willing. Over towards the near side, blocked back over once again by Glenville State, doing a great job at the net so far. Yeomans just touches this one over, and a great job by her, finding the little gap in the defense in the center that time. And Willing now will serve trailing 7-6. You see it on our replay once again. And having a difficult time getting it over the top of these blockers up at the net for Glenville. Nice job that time by Yeomans, just getting that one up with a little bit more touch over the top. This one hanging on the net this time, comes back over on Willing's side, and point goes to Glenville State. That ball danced on the net for about a second or so and ended up spinning back over onto Willing's side. So thus far, Glenville State hanging in with Willing in this first set, leading at 8-6. Serve will come into play this time by Schmidt. Working up near side, big smash put away by Lexi Smith, the senior from Portsmouth, Ohio. And there you see she had all her momentum coming forward and just put it away. Had 169 kills on the season, did Smith. Now serving it into play this time will be Lindsey James, and there's a service ace for her. Lindsey James playing the libero position out of San Antonio, Texas. Let's even things up at 8 apiece here in the opening set. James serves it short this time, and another service ace. He's unable to get to it in time with Schmidt, and now Willing has taken the lead at 9-8. So you can see it on our instant replay again. Again, just a nice short serve into no man's land for the Glenville State defense. Now you see them creeping up a little bit more here on James as they'll be in position this time. Set it up far side, smash, and it's blocked back over. Nice job at the net that time by Lexi Smith, excuse me, as she gets the block, and now Willing on a run here. They've taken the last 4 points. Serve comes into about the same spot. Once again, they work it over near side, block back up. James got her hands on it. Now they set it up near side. This one tough to handle, but Glenville State able to dig it out. Now another opportunity here for Willing. Nobody there, though, on the set. Able to save it with Smith. Now back near side, going for another kill, and put away this time by Glenville State. Nicely done by the Pioneers. As Rita Kelly able to get the smash off, and there you see the fake out on the near side, or in the center, coming back near side to Kelly. And able to slice that through the teeth of the defense. Served into play by Lindsay Winkler. This one just has to be bumped back over. Now a chance at the net, and put away by Niederlaw. And she's rejoined the fray, and now we're back even at 10 apiece. See Niederla, after she charged up and was able to blast that one away. Nice low serve that time, able to be handled. Deep shot, able to catch the back line that time. Kendall gets herself another kill. And gives Willing the lead back at 11-10. Again, that ball close to the back of the line that time, but Kendall able to squeeze it in. Back to serve will be Jordan West, the junior. Gets it in, and Niederla attacks quickly that time and able to put it away. Got it right into the body of West, who had come back up into her middle position. And Niederla so far having a strong opening set here for Glenville State. So that'll now put Breanne Tustin back to serve, the sophomore out of Philip Barber High School. Nice low, hard serve, able to be handled. Now over near side, touched over that time by Watkins, but saved by Glenville State. And now put away as Niederla finds herself in position once again to finish the job. And now it's a 12-11 Glenville State lead. So now Tustin back to serve yet again. Approaching the midway point now here, this opening set. Tustin deep serve over to the far left side, set up near side, and right off the back line again. So Riley Kendall living dangerously off that back line a couple of times, but able to paint it each time, as you see it here again in our replay. Again, just right through two defenders for Glenville State. Kendall will serve it in. Another short serve over to Niederla, and boy, she just attacked so quickly and able to finish up at the net. And that'll give the lead back over to Glenville State at 13-12. And 9 kills apiece here in the opening set for both sides. Serve finds its way in from Halden, now put away up at net, and once again able to hit the back paint. Glenville State has taken a 14-12 lead here in the first set. As that serve was so hard, it just had to ricochet back over quickly, and nice job of attacking up at net that time by Schmidt in order to put that away. So work it over to the near side. Watkins is blocked, but can't put it back over that time. And Alonda Watkins, 325 kills on the season. Gets her first today. Now she'll go back to serve. Her and Winters are both excellent blockers. They were both 4th and 5th in the conference in blocks this year for Willing. They get it over far side. Kill attempt put into the net that time by Schmidt. And we're back all square at 14 apiece. Watkins back to serve yet again, trying to give Willing the lead back. Coming near side, Niederla digs it out, tapped over quickly. Nice job and heads up play on the near side by Willing. Now another nice dig over on the near side by Winkler as they push it back over into the center. An opportunity for Willing now. Set up Yeomans. She's blocked up at net. Now a chance for Glenville State, tapped over. Watkins saves it. Now back over to Yeomans again. Goes after this one, unable to put it away. Again, had 382 kills to lead the team this year. Was second in the conference in points. Was third in the conference in steals, or kills were Yeomans. And she gets another right there. Now Niederla goes after the smash. It's blocked back over. Glenville State in the net with it, trying to push it away, but unable to get it back over. And now a 2-point lead for Willing here at 16-14. And that's going to lead to a timeout here for Glenville State, with a score 16-14 in favor of Willing. We'll be back in 1 minute as you're watching the Mountain East Conference Championships right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
16-14, Willing leads Glenville State here at the late stages as we approach them here in set number 1. Chris Kidd with you, with Brian Shepard, our engineer, here on the Mountain East Digital Network. This is our second quarterfinal game of the day, second of 4. We'll have 2 more for you later on today. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Chance here out of the break. Schmidt's blocked up at net, saved up in the air by the Pioneer. Schmidt has to push it back deep. Nice save by Kendall on the back line. Work it up head to Yeomans. Her shot blocked by Winkler. She gets it back over. Now Yeomans at net, having to jump right up there with Granger, but it stays on Glenville State's side and point over to Willing. So after a strong start here by Glenville State, now Willing starting to take a little bit of control here in the later stages of the opening set as they get it over to Niederla. Niederla pushes it right in on Watkins, but unable to finish the job. Now another opportunity here. Set it up far side for Schmidt. Her shot kept in the air. Now an opportunity at the net. This one blocked back over. Nice job up at net that time by Niederla. Able to get her hands up and block it back onto Willing's side to keep this tight here in this opening set as her and Schmidt both there in order to play some tough defense against this Willing attack here in the first set as Niederla Strong serve to the back line, kept up in the air, over far side for Yeomans. Her shot blocked. Now into the air again. They'll set her up. Yeomans goes after another one, and this one she's able to put away. Tyla Yeomans, strong start here in this opening set. Again, able to keep it away from the blockers that time, as you see it on our instant replay. And went right at the feet of Niederlaw. Tough play on the far side, tipped over, saved into the air though by Willing. Now they work it over far side. Strong smash by Smith, but kept into the air. Now Smith gets it back over. Willing though on the attack again. Yeomans blocked up at net, saved once again. Set it over, nicely done that time by Winters. Maddie Winters able to find that back corner on the nice touch finish up at the net, as you see it here on our replay. And keeping it away from the blockers. Winters had 243 kills on the season. Picks up a big one there for Willing. Now far side shot blocked up at net, saved by Glenville State. Schmidt goes after another smash, but unable to finish it. Now Kendall from the back line, able to put it away. Strong finish by Kendall that time, in order to push this now to a 20-15 lead, and timeout called here in the late stages of the first set. We'll be back after this as you're watching the Mountain East Conference Championships right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
At Encova Insurance, we're committed to leaving a lasting impression in all communities we serve. We support local causes that mirror the values and interests of our associates, agents, and policyholders. We partner with organizations that are dedicated to improving lives. We are committed to building something greater than ourselves. Encircling our communities with strength and support, we are Encova Insurance.
20-15 in favor of Willing here in the late stages of the first set. Chris Kidd with you, with Brian Shepard, our engineer. Here in our second quarterfinal game, West Liberty awaits the winner of this contest in the semifinals tomorrow night, as Glenville State has burned both their timeouts now here in the opening set. Need to try and find a spark here, as Willing has started to take control of this set. And now they inch closer to taking this opening set, as that pushed long by Funk that time, trying to find the back line, and now it's a 6-point edge for Willing. Deep serve's going to miss long this time and out of play. It's a little too much on that one that time by Carly Neeson. That'll set up a serving opportunity here for Granger. As we said, this is the second team in the country in aces this year, Glenville State. Thus far with a couple. But Willing doing a great job of keeping the ball in play thus far and forcing Glenville State to work on the offensive end. Now here's an opportunity over near side. Big smash, but unable to put it away as Kendall digs it out. Now back into the middle, and that one is put away. Winters with another strong finish out of Magnolia High School here in West Virginia. Again, Magnolia, a strong volleyball school here in the state as well. It's a 22-16 lead as Yeomans serves it deep, trying to save it, but I believe they're going to call that a push that time, or a double touch on Glenville State. Just trying to lift that ball instead of hitting it. And that'll give the point over to Willing. They are now 2 points away from taking a 1-0 lead. Get up far side, Schmidt. Long smash attempt, but it's going to sail long. And now that brings Willing to set point here with a 24-16 lead. So again, it was a tight set all the way through the middle portions, but now Willing has started to find their bearings here and have taken control of this first set. Schmidt blasts one down the line and saves set point for now. That's going to bring Halden in. But now 7 set points still remaining for Willing. Serving the play by Schmidt, comes to the back, now working forward over far side, and a big kill. Puts this first set to bed as Lexi Smith gets her third one of the set. And Willing takes the opener 25-17. And while both teams switch sides, we'll step aside for a 2-minute break and be back after this as taking us into break. You see the set point once again with a big kill by Lexi Smith as you're watching the Mountain East Conference Championships with us right here live on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
At Encova Insurance, we're committed to leaving a lasting impression in all communities we serve. We support local causes that mirror the values and interests of our associates, agents, and policyholders. We partner with organizations that are dedicated to improving lives. We are committed to building something greater than ourselves. Encircling our communities with strength and support, we are Encova Insurance.
Heavily favored Willing taking the opening set 25-17 over Glenville State. Chris Kidd here with you. Brian Shepard, our engineer for today's broadcast. Butch Mounts, our executive producer here on the Mountain East Digital Network, bringing you all the coverage of this week's conference championship here from the University of Charleston. We appreciate all the hospitality they've shown us so far here this week. Again, game one took place at noon today, with West Liberty knocking off West Virginia State 3-0. And right now, Willing leading at 1-0 here at the start of our second matchup. There's still two more matchups coming your way later today here on the Mountain East Digital Network, as Charleston will take on Notre Dame at 5 p.m. and Fairmont State will take on Davison Elkins in our nightcap at 7:30 p.m. So now Willing in the yellow on your near side, Glenville State in blue on the far side. It's a chance here at the net. Watkins is blocked, saved initially, saved again, but unable to get it back over. Nice attempt there by Willing, but put away by Glenville State to start set number two. Now we'll get a substitution here as Tustin will check in for Glenville State, and Kelly will go to the bench. Again, Glenville State was able to hang tough for about first half of that first set before Willing started to find their ground. And there's a strong serve by Tustin, and that's what Glenville State's going to need more of here this afternoon. As we said, this Willing team very stingy in giving up aces this year, but this is a Glenville State team that led the conference in aces and was second in the nation in aces this year. Tustin approaches, gets off another bomb. This one misses off the hands of Jordan West this time and way out of play, and now two straight aces by Tustin gives Glenville State a quick 3-0 lead here in the second set. And that's the big part of this, just getting out quickly in these sets. If you're Glenville State, give yourselves an opportunity to see if you can get Willing a little bit nervous as they work it over for Yeomans. Big smash on the way, but dug out. Watkins tipped over and was able to keep it on Glenville State's side as first point of the second set for Willing. So Yolanda Watkins will be the one to trigger it in here for Willing. Big serve down the line that time, barely being able to be handled, but Glenville State does so, and that one down the line just wide of the mark. It was set up nicely. Halden that time tried to squeeze it in, but just missing off to the left. Watkins looking to even things up here. They get it into the middle. Niederla tried to tap it over, but a nice job by Yeomans holding her ground and able to send it right back as we're all even at 3. I saw the first set start out this way. 3 points to one side, 3 to the next, and then 3 to the next before we finally found some stability as Watkins misses on this serve attempt. And checking back in for her now will be Gorell, the libero in the lineup. Now serve right down the line that time, able to be controlled. Now over near side as big smash that time by Winters is sent back. Now they go over far side for Yeomans. Her smash is blocked. Does it touch the line? Yes, it does. Great block up at the net that time by Glenville State. It looked like in the area was Granger and Niederla. 5-3 Glenville State. Nice deep serve that time. Set it up far side. Yeomans goes down the line, and they say wide. So 6-3 now in favor of Glenville State. So just like the first set, first 3 points go to Glenville State, next 3 to Willing, and now 3 in a row to Glenville State. Can they keep the momentum going here? Holden set to serve again. Another big smash, able to be dug out by West. Yeomans has to go into the center. This is going to set up an opportunity for Glenville State now. Fake it over to Niederla, and a big smash put away on the far side that time by Schmidt. So now 7-3 in favor of Glenville State. See it again here on our instant replay. Well, you see some of the warm-ups for Glenville State earlier today in order to get ready for what they knew they were going to have to do today, and that was be dominant at net in these setup points that they get against this tough defensive Willing. Now here comes another opportunity. They set it up, low attempt that time, but Schmidt wisely just pushes it over. Now into the center, and that one is put away as Winters. Got a clean look at it and able to stop this 4-0 run for Glenville State. So it'll now be Neeson set to serve for the Willing Cardinals. They trail it 7-4 here in the second set. Up 1-0 is Willing. Now over to Niederla. Her attempt is blocked back and pushed into the face of the Glenville State defense. Nice job that time by Smith, able to quickly react to that. Now the gap has been closed to 2. Neeson serves it to the left side. Niederla able to save it. They go far side for Schmidt, and it looks like the set got disrupted that time, or a little off the mark, and they're going to say into the net, it appears, on Wheeling that time. Or actually, it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be the call. And the point goes to Glenville State. So again, can Glenville State hang in these sets? They were able to do so, as we said, for the first half of the first set before Willing took control. Now one of the officials coming over and speaking. Now all 4 officials have convened over at the net to discuss the last call. And this is what you want to see, especially in these situations, though. You'd rather the officials get the call right and confer instead of just go with one call, and they do overrule and say point goes to Willing instead. So again, good job by this officiating crew making sure they got it right. And now Neeson set to serve once again, trying to even things up here in this second set. The last 3 points have gone to Willing ever since Glenville State took a 7-3 lead. Go to Schmidt. Her shot ricochets off Kendall, able to be saved in the backcourt. They're going to have to make Glenville State work for it again here over towards Niederla. Her attempt blocked by Kendall. Now back up to the net. Winters with a big smash, but that's blocked into the air by Winkler. Now here's Niederla. Her shot blocked. Now another attempt here for Willing. They go back to Smith. Smith, nice touch that time. Took a little bit off of it in order to just get it over the outstretched arms of the Glenville State defenders. So again, 4 points to Glenville State. Now the last 4 to Willing. This one tapped over. Tough defensive play that time made by Glenville State, but now an opportunity here. Smith pushes it back deep, saved into the air. Now to the middle for Niederla. Her shot off the hands of a couple of Willing defenders, but saved into the air. Here comes another opportunity for Glenville State. They try to go over to Smith, but the set gets away from her and out of play. And now it's 5 in a row here to Willing to take an 8-7 lead. That's going to bring a timeout here by Glenville State as the last 5 points going to Wheeling, and they take an 8-7 lead with a 1-0 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds as you're watching the Mountain East Conference Volleyball Quarterfinals with us right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
Wheeling leading it 8-7 here at the opening stages of set number 2. Chris Kidd here with you with Brian Shepard, our engineer, for today's broadcast. It's 5 points in a row going to Wheeling as Neeson still serving. Get work it over for Schmidt, and she makes no doubt about this one as she puts it away to even things up at 8 apiece. Again, nice try that time by Gorell to keep that alive, but just too much heat on it. And now it'll be Niederla back to serve for the Pioneers. It's a nice deep serve, but now they work it up ahead. Tried to push it over quickly that time. Catch Glenville State napping. And now a deep attempt is going to miss wide and a little long. The point goes over to Wheeling with a 9-8 lead, and Yeoman's back to serve. She was named first team all-conference, as you heard at the start of this broadcast. Gets in a nice low serve this time. Over to Schmidt. Tried to find the angle on it and unable to do so as it missed just wide. So 7 of the last 8 points now have gone to Wheeling. That one right into the center again. Trying to set it up far side. Schmidt blocked, but it's going to miss wide. Point over to Glenville State. And Schmidt's been called on for a lot of heavy duty here thus far in this second set. Now she's going to get some reinforcements coming in as Rita Kelly, the 6'3" freshman, checks in. You also have got Funk there at 6'4" for Glenville State. So get into the middle this time. Big blast by Smith, but that's going to miss a little wide. Smith saying that it was deflected, but not going to get the call. So we're all square once again at 10 apiece. It'll be Granger back to serve here, the junior. It's a bullet this time, saved by Wheeling. Big smash up at the net and going to be put away that time. As Maddie Winters gets herself another kill there. You see another good look at it here on our instant replay. Back to serve will be Gorell. This will be worked up into the kill zone along the far side for Schmidt, and she's able to put it away. So again, we're right about where we were in that opening set. Glenville State hanging around. They took a lead in first set before Wheeling went on their run. They had a 4-point lead early in this set before Wheeling started to catch up. Now that a little wide of the mark, but a nice save by Watkins to get it over for Wheeling. Now Yeoman's able to save it. An opportunity here for the Cardinals. And Yeoman's misses into the net, but saved in the air by Gorell. Now this one will be tipped deep by Smith. And now trouble in the backcourt for the Pioneers. Funk just has to push it over. Now another opportunity here, and that one put away nicely by Watkins. And she was able to slice that over towards the left side and put it away. And Wheeling takes a 12-11 lead off that finish. Now Gorell waiting here on a substitution to come in as it looks like West is going to check in. As Smith will take a break. And now it'll be Jordan West back to serve. This will be worked forward over far side. Blocked, nicely done that time by Kendall as she was able to block the big hit by Kelly. And give Willing now a 2-point lead here in the middle stages of this second set. This goes into the middle, and there's a service ace for her. A little bit of miscommunication that time for Glenville State as both Winkler and Halden were going for it. There you see it on our replay. And just enough hesitation to be able to squeeze that in for an ace for West. Now this one comes low into the middle. Tough play here as Funk just has to push it over. Almost got it over the head of the defender. Instead, far side it goes to Kendall. She can't put it away. They'll work it near side. Nice smash that time, but saved into the air. Great job by West keeping that alive for Willing. Now another opportunity coming far side and a whistle. And that'll be against Glenville State. They called a double hit. And that will give Willing now a 15-11 lead, and another timeout called by Glenville State here as they don't want this set to get away at this stage like they did the first. We'll be back in 60 seconds as you're watching the Mountain East Conference Championships here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
The world looks a lot different now. We are adapting to a new normal. But it's in uncertainty that leaders rise. At Davis and Elkins College, we challenge our students and faculty to lead the way. With 45 academic programs, 35 student organizations, and a unique learning experience, we are prepared to adapt to change. It's in uncertain times that leaders rise. Join us today in leading the way.
Our mission as educators is to help you grow, explore, and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation in academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
15-11 in favor of Willing here in set number 2. They claim the opening set as well, 25-17. Chris Kidd here with you. Brian Shepard, our engineer. As Willing trying to take a commanding 2-1 lead. They trailed 7-3 earlier in this set, but have since taken control, and with play like that is how they've been able to do it as Kelly went after a big kill. And once again, there are the blockers at net as Watkins able to bump it back. We said her and Winters were both 4th and 5th in the conference in blocks this year. And there's a big reason why they've been on that top list all season long. Over near side, smash is blocked. What a job by Funk up there at the net. Alertness from the 6'4 freshman out of Alberta as she's able to get Glenville State back on the board here, closing the gap to 4. They need a run of points here. Winkler now trying to do so, the 5'5 senior. Set to trigger it in, gets it back. West able to block it. Now over far side, they give it off. Kendall can't put it away. Opportunity now for the Pioneers. This one blocked up at net, but not able to be saved. As good put away that time by Halden. And you look at it overall here on our statistics. Again, no serving errors thus far for Glenville State in this game. We talked about the strength of their serving. And as soon as I said it, one missed wide of the mark. 17-13 now in favor of Willing. You know, I've been announcing for a while now, but I cannot get myself to buy into the announcer jinx. It just doesn't, but it's weird how it keeps popping up every time you actually say something. As Kelly goes for the big kill. That one's going to miss long, however. 18-13 now in favor of Willing. You know, the announcer jinx is a real thing. You know, I can never get $1 million, Brian. I don't understand it. But I bet you that's not going to show up. As Kelly tries to put it away, blocked back over by West. Now ball live in the middle, saved by Glenville State. Into the center, Niederlaw misses long. And Willing now has opened up a 19-13 lead. And Niederlaw, after the strong start to this game, has gone a little quiet here in the second set. It's been primarily Kelly and Schmidt who have had the responsibility up at net as Kelly goes for a kill, blocked back over, saved into the air now as this one has to be pushed back deep by Halden. Now an opportunity up close for Yeomans, and block is missed wide by Glenville State, so point to Willing. You see it was a good attempt there by Kelly. He had position, just too much power from Yeomans that time. Now it's a 20-13 edge for Willing. It's Kendall's serve, causing havoc for Glenville State, and now a tough play in the middle as Watkins. She's been able to find the opening several times now in this contest up at net. She does most of her damage at blocking at the net, but she's been very effective coming up and being able to put a few balls away here today. As Kendall serve it onto the short left side. Niederla tries to put it away, but blocked back over. Set up far side. That one tapped over. Watkins there again to block. Now Niederla just goes for a big kill. It's blocked back over, but wide of the mark. Again, good try by Kendall that time as Niederla just put a bunch of smoke behind that one. And able to get herself another kill in this contest, as you see it here on our instant replay. As that was from a tough position, too, for Niederla. But again, both sets have kind of gone to similar form. Quick start by Glenville State, then we stay about even, and then Willing has taken command in the later third of both sets so far, and now after that service error, they're just 3 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead. Watkins will be the one to trigger it in. This one a little too much behind it, as that one will go long and out of place. So back-to-back service errors on both sides. Now it'll be Glenville State's opportunity here. It's Sydney Goodrich, junior, back to serve. And she'll miss into the net. So again, after both teams have been very clean in their serving in this match, it had only been 2 errors for Willing and none for Glenville State. Now we've had 4 in about the last 6 points. Now just 2 points away from a 2-0 lead is Willing. The serve comes in from Neeson over far side. Big smash is going to miss long. And now 9 set points here for Willing to go up 2-0. Carly Neeson puts it into play along the left side over towards the middle. Now Schmidt goes after it and she'll bury it away. Still set point here for Willing. And Schmidt, nice job finding the gap in between the blockers at net. And now Glenville State's going to need a gaggle of points here to try and climb back into this as Niederla, strong serve to the far side. Yeomans controls it, now has a chance to put it away, and she will. And set number 2 goes to Willing, 25-16. Well, both sides will switch once again. And when we come back in 2 minutes, it'll be time for the start of set number 3 here from the University of Charleston, as you are watching the Mountain East Conference Volleyball Quarterfinals with us right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
At Encova Insurance, we're committed to leaving a lasting impression in all communities we serve. We support local causes that mirror the values and interests of our associates, agents, and policyholders. We partner with organizations that are dedicated to improving lives. We are committed to building something greater than ourselves. Encircling our communities with strength and support, we are Encova Insurance.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
2-0 in favor of Wheeling here as we get ready to start set number 3 from the University of Charleston at the Mountain East Conference Volleyball Quarterfinals. Chris Kidd with you with Brian Shepard, our engineer, as there you see the set point to end set number 2 from Yeomans. And you look at some of the statistics overall, Zoe Schmidt and Tyla Yeomans leading the way with 9 total points for their respective clubs. Niederla with 7 in order to back up Schmidt on the other end, and then you got Winters and Watkins with 4 apiece for Wheeling through the first 2 sets. Again, right now what's really hurt are the attacking errors by Glenville State. They've committed 18 of them here in this game, only 7 by Wheeling, and Wheeling is just dominating in hitting percentage right now, 243 to just 0.13 for Glenville State in this contest. And that's at service aces, 4 of them for Glenville State. Talked about how strong they've been on the serve all season long. 3, however, on the other end for Wheeling, so they've kind of offset that on both ends. Here this afternoon, digs on both sides been about even, 35 for Wheeling, 33 for Glenville State. And again, Glenville State's accorded themselves well here through the first 2 sets. They've been able to hang in with this Wheeling ball club, with Wheeling being the heavy favorites coming into this contest. But right now, it's still Wheeling ahead 2-0. As West Liberty in watching, seeing who they're going to take on tomorrow in the semifinals at 8:30 p.m. As Dustin puts it into play to start set number 3. Over to Yeomans, goes for the kill, and once again paints the back line. Does Wheeling here this afternoon, as they've been so good at that, in order to open up a 1-0 lead, as Tustin will check out. And coming in will be Sophie Schifferle, 5'7" senior from Glenville State. They work it over far side. This one into the middle, nicely dug out that time by Kendall. Now Watkins goes after a smash, can't get it to go, and Niederla is blocked up at net. Yeomans able to get her hands on it with Winters right in the area. And a quick 2-0 lead here for Wheeling out of the gate in the third set. And you see it, the blocking by Wheeling today has been superb. And Niederla goes after a quick kill this time and got a little help from the net. And right now she'll take it, as will this Glenville State club, with the way that Wheeling's been able to play defense so far today. Score now 2-1. Opening stages of set number 3, and there's a service ace on the way from Halden. There's the 5th one of the afternoon for Glenville State. Halden takes that big run up to it and gets off a big smash again over towards far side. This one blocked into the air, saved though by Kendall. Work it over to Yeoman. She'll go after it. That one blocked by Winters, able to get onto it at the last second. Now they just try and volley it over. Not going to make it though. And good defense there by Glenville State, as Granger had to make a diving stab to try and keep that hit alive for Winters, but just, or Winkler, excuse me, but just not able to get that over to keep the point alive. So 3-2 lead now for Wheeling. There's a short serve, not going to make it over, and we're all even at 3 apiece now. As Winkler will check out, and checking into the contest will be Funk for the Pioneers. Now Niederla back to serve for Glenville State. She gets off a bomb this time into the middle, saved over, and now that one blocked back over. Funk goes after it and able to put it away. And Funk using all that 6'4" frame in order to put that one away. Once again, Glenville State able to take an early lead in the set. They've done it in all 3 sets now. It's just been a matter of sustaining it as the set goes along, as Wheeling just continues to get stronger as the sets keep going, as that one misses long from Niederla. Now Winkler will check back in, and Niederla will go to the bench. As Yeoman's back to serve, score even at 4 apiece. Wheeling looking to try and end it right here in this set. and move on to the semifinals. Funk with another big smash. Can't put it away initially. Yeoman's able to get it back over. Now they'll set it up. Fake it to Funk. Tapped over to Schmidt, but she's blocked and put back over by Maddie Winters. Again, part of that dynamic blocking duo up at net for Willing. Again, Winters 4th in blocking in the conference. Watkins 5th in the conference in blocking, and they've lived up to every bit of that so far today. There's a service ace from Yeomans. Able to sneak that one through. Now here's a replay of the block a moment ago on the far side again. Just nice touch that time, and not panicking at all was Winters. Waited it out and was able to get a nice touch on it. And Yeomans once again with a service ace. She is finding the holes right now in this Glenville State defense. And it takes a lot of skill to be able to find those little gaps in the small portions near the front of the net. I mean, it's a little bit of a gamble if you don't get the right touch on it, but Yeoman's going to be able to do it twice in a row. Now an opportunity on this here. Smith goes after a big smash, but that one's going to miss long. And that'll end the string of 4 points in a row for Willing. As back to serve will be Granger, trailing 7-5 here in the third set. And trailing 2-0. Granger gets it in, right down the line. Over towards far side, tipped over by Winters, but saved. Kelly now goes after it, able to get a big smash on it, but Yeoman's there to block it. Now Winters again goes after it, and she's able to touch this one right down in front of the blockers to give Willing an 8-5 lead here. That's twice in a row now you've seen Winters up at net. Not going after the big smash, just trying to find the little gap or throw off the Glenville State blockers up at net, and been able to do so. Kelly, another big hit, but dug out by Kendall. Now Yeomans goes for a deep smash, going to miss it long, however. Now Haldrum will check back in, and Kylie Williams, senior out of Winfield, will go back to the bench here for Glenville State. Nice serve that time by Schmidt, and there will be a service ace for the Pioneers. So after seeing Yeomans do it a few times to them, Glenville State able to answer back with a much-needed ace there to close the gap to 1. Now Yeomans will check out for Willing as Reagan Rossi, 5'9" junior out of Powell, Ohio, will check in. Schmidt, low line drive, able to get it over, sets it up though. Watkins, and she'll put it away. And Watkins just been so smooth in everything she's done so far here today, whether it's been blocking, putaways, what have you. She's been able to be in the right spot almost every time today, and a nice set there. Give her that opportunity to keep that momentum pulling forward as West serves it into play. Going to creep over here. Watkins able to tip it back over, and it'll go off the hands of Granger and out of play. So once again, there's Londa Watkins in the right spot at the right time. Now Jordan West back to serve. Again, former member of the West Virginia State Volleyball Club that were eliminated here earlier today. Now she's able to get a nice save up at net. Over far side, that one off the hands of one defender. Granger able to save it. Now Winkler sets it up far side for Hallner, and that's going to be put away. Nice job that time by Haldren. Off of the nice set. Close the gap back to 2. And there you see it again from Haldren. Tough smash. A little bit behind her that time, but able to still control it. It's Winkler now. Serve into the middle. Dug out over to Watkins. She's able to put it away again. You know, Londa Watkins just been lights out here this afternoon for Willing, as Yeomans will check back in. You see it again here on our instant replay. Just another nice set that time, as that's been Carly Neeson who's been able to set Watkins up the last several times. There's a hard smash by Niederla, able to put it away. Glenville State staying within striking distance right now, trailing only 11-9. And what could be the decisive set for them if they are unable to take this third set. Again, first 2 sets going to Willing, 25-17 and 25-16. Now Tustin back to serve. She's had a couple of aces herself today as there's a nice strong serve into the body of West. She's able to control it. Now Yeomans comes in like a lightning rod trying to put it away, but saved over by Glenville State. Now Kendall will work it back forward over to Watkins, and Watkins again able to put it away and regain a 3-point lead for Willing. Man, Alonda Watkins. Just continue to gush about her. It's been well-deserved so far this afternoon, and now she'll check out, get some cheers from her teammates as she goes to the bench after her effort. Now Shylon Pat comes in to serve for the first time for Willing. And now a tough hit for Haldren, able to get it back deep into the center here. Kendall can't put it away. Now over for Haldren, off the net and out of play. And this has been about the point of each set where we started to see Willing begin to creep away from Glenville State. And it looks like we got a wet spot on the floor right now. Sophie Schifferly doing her best whiffer impersonation down there. Looks like we were able to get everything cleaned up. Now Pat back to serve. Now the Greenbrier East High School in West Virginia. It's a sophomore. Now Niederlaw, big kill as she puts it off the hands of the blockers at net. That'll keep this at a 3-point differential. Pat will now check out along with Watkins. You see it here on our instant replay again. Again, strong finish that time by Niederlaw. Now we get a timeout here in the middle stages of the third set, 13-10 in favor of Willing. We'll be back after this as you are watching the Mountain East Conference Championships with us right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
At Encova Insurance, we encircle you with insurance solutions you can trust. We provide coverage to protect what you care about. Business insurance, including workers' compensation, auto, home, and life insurance. What makes us unique? Our superior financial strength, smart technology, a one-stop shop for custom-tailored solutions, Encova 360, our approach to workers' compensation, and local decision-making. We are Encova Insurance.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
13-10, Willing leads here in the third set against Glenville State, and already up 2-0. Chris Kidd with you alongside me, Brian Shepard, our engineer, bringing you all these great shots and statistics here today from the University of Charleston. And again, 2 more quarterfinals await later on today, starting at 5 o'clock. A nice service ace that time by Haldren out of the break as Glenville State closes the gap to 2 at 13-11. See it again here on our instant replay. Again, right off the hands of Kendall. And again, at 5 o'clock today, it'll be Charleston versus Notre Dame. And then at 7:30, it'll be Fairmont State against Davis and Elkins. Now a chance in the middle for Niederlaw, unable to finish it. Up towards Yeomans, and she is able to finish it. Again, a little bit of a missed opportunity there for Glenville State. But now Willing regains a 3-point lead. As Kylie Williams will check back in for Glenville State. And there you see the put away once again for Yeomans. He's now at 10 points for the afternoon. Over near side, tapped over by Schmidt. Didn't have a good angle on that one. Now they give it back over. Tipped over into play, and it's going to have enough to work for Winters. And she's able to put another one away today. Again, Winters hasn't been up there blasting away at anything at net, but she has just found the right spots in order to put this Glenville State on the defensive and not able to keep the ball in play. It's a nice strong serve there. Niederlaw has no choice but just tap this over. Got a little help from the net there, but now they go over, and this time the big smash is put on by Winters, and she's able to get that to work for her as well. Again, she said enough of this touch stuff. I want to be able to smash too, and she was able to do so that time. The lead is now ballooned to 5 here in the third set, 16-11. Danger point here for Glenville State, and now it's gotten even more treacherous as that one missed into the net by Niederla. And the score now 17-11, and that'll be the first time out called by Glenville State here in the third set. We'll step aside as well. With the score 17-11, Willing leads it as you're watching the Mountain East Conference Tournament with us right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
I want to provide the resources for other students to come to Frostburg. We need Frostburg State for our area to continue to grow.
Commemorate and continue our legacy through other students and through the university.
To ensure that the future of FSU and its students is richer and brighter than years before.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Willing leads at 17-11 here in the third set against Glenville State, closing in on a semifinal berth as they look to take on West Liberty tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Chris Kidd with you, Brian Shepard, our engineer for today's broadcast. It's near side for Niederla. Her shot blocked, but missing out of play. And big point over to Glenville State. 17-12 as we see Notre Dame and Charleston both arriving and getting set for their matchup coming up here in the next hour or so on the Mountain East Digital Network. As Niederla, deep serve. Blocked back into play. Yeomans has to go out of play in order to save it. Not able to do so. And point over to Glenville State. So Pioneers trying to eke their way back into this third set. As we said, this has been about the stage where Willing has been able to pull away in the first two sets. But Glenville State has to have this set to keep their season alive. Yeoman's big kill, but unable to finish it. Now into the middle, Smith is blocked. Opportunity here for Funk. She gets off a tough angled shot, but saved in the backcourt by Kendall. Now Winters tries to touch it over the defender's head, but there's Niederla again. Schmidt just has to put it back into play. Set here to the net for Yeomans, and she'll put it away between two defenders. And Niederla and Williams nearly collided with each other that time, going for that dig. And there you see it here on our instant replay. Again, just a nice setup once again for Yeomans. You see the good angle there on our instant replay of our camera at net. And Schmidt able to put it away at net for Glenville State. Now Kelly's going to check back in here, try and get some more power here up at net on this offensive set. It's Granger back to serve it in for Glenville State. It's Willing just 7 points away from clinching this quarterfinal. Now we get another substitution in as Yeomans will check out. Checking in will be Regan Rossi. This one bumped up towards the net over far side. Kendall able to split the defenders. And now just 6 points away is Willing from moving on. They get it 19-14. Again, nice job again, able to avoid Kelly and Funk up at the net that time. Back to serve will be Gorell. Gets a nice serve off, able to save it though. Long set far side for Schmidt, going to miss long. And it's now a 20-14 lead for Willing. Gorell, another nice serve low that time, able to fool him as Winkler was able to save it, but Funk unable to put it away up at the net, and now it's a 21-14 lead, and Glenville State will burn their final time out of the set. And we'll be back after this 60-second break to see if Willing is about to move on to the quarterfinals to face West Liberty, as you are watching with us live right here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Wheeling moving in closer and closer to a chance to take on West Liberty in the semifinals tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Chris Kidd here with you with Brian Jeppert, our engineer, leading at 21-14, just 4 points away now as Funk tries to put it away. Nice save on the far side by Neeson. Now over for Kindler, unable to get it back over and point to Glenville State. So now Haldren set to check back in here for Glenville State as Williams will go to the bench. And Schmidt will serve it into play. Nice deep serve along the left side. Over for Watkins. She's blocked back over, and nice job by Funk that time. Able to get her hands up in order to prevent Watkins from doing what she's done all afternoon long, and that's finished points, whether it be blocking or killing. That might be the first time I've seen Watkins blocked on one of her attempts here today. So now Glenville State back to within 5 here. They set it up in the center. Smith is blocked up at net. Set it up far side for Watkins. She's blocked. And point, let's see which side they point to. No, they're going to give it to West Virginia State, it appears. And Glenville State thought they had it initially, but instead they signal point to Wheeling. And now the Cardinals leading at 22-16. And Jordan West back to serve. Gets it over to the near left side. Over for Kelly. Goes after the big smash and able to put it away. And we talked about how favored Wheeling was coming into this contest. As you see it again there off Kelly's smash. Again, this is a Wheeling team that has won 21 of their last 22 matches, including 9 in a row. Only lost to Charleston. It's a Glenville State club that has gone 8-13 down the stretch, but won their last 2 in order to help make the tournament. And they've hung tough here today with this Wheeling club as there's another put away by Kelly. 22-18 now in favor of Wheeling as Glenville State refusing to go away, and that's going to cause timeout from Coach Benner here. As Coach Kevin John loving what he's seeing from his club here, as we'll take a step away as well here with Wheeling just 3 points away from moving on as you're watching with us live here on the Mountain East Digital Network.
The world looks a lot different now. We are adapting to a new normal. But it's in uncertainty that leaders rise. At Davis and Elkins College, we challenge our students and faculty to lead the way. With 45 academic programs, 35 student organizations, and a unique learning experience, we are prepared to adapt to change. It's in uncertain times that leaders rise. Join us today in leading the way.
Our mission as educators is to help you grow, explore, and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation in academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
Glenville State refusing to go quietly here in this third set as they've mounted a rally here to close the gap to 4 as Winkler set to serve. Gets it over for Watkins. She'll tap it over near side, saved by Winkler. Now over to Kelly. Kelly went for the kill, and it was blocked back over but out of play, and now the Pioneers back to within 3 at 22-19, and it's really been on the strength of Kelly at net here. as both teams out of timeouts here in this third set. So this is going to run its way to the finish one way or the other here. Winkler serves it in. Now there's a big kill by Kendall, and she's able to put it away right in front of Kelly. So that stops the run momentarily for Glenville State. Willing now just 2 points away from the semifinals. As you see it here again on our instant replay. Kelly got a hand on it, just unable to block it back as Niederluck gets a big smash on, but blocked by Gorell. As Kinder has just put it back into play. They work it over far side. Haldren goes after the kill, and she's able to put it away. West came diving in late to try and save it. But now we're back to a 3-point game at 23-20. And now Brianne Tustin, who served well today. She's had several aces. Could use one right here if you're Glenville State to keep putting the pressure on Willing. Hard smash into the middle. Is West able to dig it out? Yeomans goes after the kill. Off her hand. Saved by Niederla. Great job getting that back over by her. Here's Yeomans again. Goes after it. Blocked back over. They're going to set her up a third time. This time she finishes. Glenville State did everything they could to keep that point alive. But Yeomans on the third chance finally able to put it to bed. As you see the great blocking and digging by Glenville State, and you saw Niederla just had nothing to do but kind of laugh after that, as that's the 13th point now of the day for Yeomans, and now just one away from the semis, and that one by Niederla saves the day for now for Glenville State. 24-21. Again, set point, match point still for Willing. It's Haldren back to serve. Dig there by Kendall. Over to Yeomans. Puts it away, and that'll do it. As Willing had to fight hard here today against this upstart Glenville State club. But boy, did they end up according themselves so well in this tournament. Their first appearance in the Mountain East Conference tournament. And they made Willing work in all three sets as they give a big wave to their fans and parents who've made the trip from Glenville State to come and support them here today. But it's Willing who's going to move on with a 3-0 win over Glenville State. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and we'll recap today's action here in the early sessions and get you set for the afternoon sessions and evening sessions coming your way later on here on Mountain East Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
3-0, Willing knocks off Glenville State here this afternoon to move into the semifinals tomorrow night against West Liberty at 8:30 p.m. Chris Kidd with you with Brian Shepard, our engineer. Let's take a look at our final statistics here today for this contest. For Glenville State, leading the way with Zoe Schmidt and Keisha Niederlaw with 12 points for Schmidt, 10 for Niederlaw here this afternoon. On the other side, leading all scorers was Tyla Yeomans with 14 points. Then you have Winters and Watkins with 7 apiece here today. On the other side, you look at some of the team statistics. Overall, Willing with 39 kills to Glenville State's 31. Again, the attack errors were something that hurt Glenville State throughout the contest. 25 errors for them to 11 against Willing. And that's been kind of the story all year long, though. Willing, not a big mistake team. Make you work for everything. So, again, those statistics kind of bore out here today. And then you look at the hitting percentage, .259 hitting percentage for Willing. Massive advantage over Glenville State at 0.54 this afternoon. Service aces, again, we talked about Glenville State, how powerful they were on the serve. Didn't disappoint today, had 7 aces overall, but Willing was able to keep close in that statistic with 5 of their own. And only 4 service errors on each side here this afternoon, and it all adds up to a big win here for Willing as they march on now, and they'll head to tomorrow night's matchup against West Liberty, who won 3-0 this morning against West Virginia State in that contest. And now we've got 2 more matchups awaiting here in the University of Charleston today. Again, coming up at 5 o'clock will be Notre Dame taking on Charleston. And then that'll be followed by Fairmont State against Davis and Elkins at 7:30 p.m. to wrap things up tonight. So the winners of our next 2 contests will meet in the semifinals tomorrow at 6 p.m. And then Saturday will be the championship at 6 p.m. all here from the University of Charleston. Well, we're going to step aside for about a 50-minute break. And when we come back, it'll be time for the start of our 3rd contest between Notre Dame and Charleston here on the Mountain East Digital Network. So for Brian Shepard, I'm Chris Kidd, and for Butch Mounts as well here, saying so long for the next 50 minutes or so here from the University of Charleston as you are watching the Mountain East Conference Championships with us right here on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network.